be super fun and all the money goes to a good cause. The other thing you might want to look out for on Sunday at 10 a.m, which is also my birthday, in addition to my birthday, more excitingly for most people, we have a gut health workshop. So this is with an absolutely awesome nutritionist. If you don't know that much about the gut, so much of our well-being, so many of our everyday life problems and health problems are to do with gut health. It's an amazing part of the body in terms of how it works, all of the bacteria there. If you've ever heard Chris talk about it with enthusiasm, you'll know a little bit about it. If you want to learn a lot more about it, we've got a gut health workshop which is going to be taking place on Zoom with an awesome nutritionist that we're working with on Sunday at 10 a.m. So again, all the details are on the website. Really recommend that one. There's so much to know about gut health, and it can just be amazing the effects that improving your gut health can have on so many different lifestyle issues and problems that you might be experiencing. And there's lots of reading to do and lots of science, but as always, it is a lot easier just to learn that from someone who's done all of that, wading through all the material and is an expert. So super recommended to go on that. So that is the Gut Health Workshop on Zoom. So if you drop us a message on Facebook, check it out. So Heroes for Heroes on Saturday, Gut Health on Sunday, a full weekend of feel-good fun. Thanks for everyone that's joined us at home. I can see Emily, I can see Wendy. Hey guys, thanks for joining. It's lovely to see you. So yeah, if you do you want to jump onto our Zoom class, we have a waiting room now after we got a Zoom bombed and we got some rather juicy material screencast, which was interesting. So now we have a waiting room. So if you're a bit confused about the system now, when you jump into a virtual class, you'll be on a waiting room and Chris is just going to be on the other side to let you in. You can turn your camera on, in which case I can see you, which is super nice. Or of course, if you feel like not having your camera on, it's not compulsory. So that's the Zoom classes. And we are going to get started in just a couple of minutes, just under 3 minutes. This is Pow Pow Power, so it is our fastest, most flowy class. Oh, who's just jumped on there? Got Hannah. Awesome, hi Hannah. So nice little flow and stretch. You don't really need that much. If you don't really need that much. Sometimes it's good to have a break, or if you're at home improvising, a 4-pack of loo roll is quite good, or a large dictionary. I'm using a large dictionary at home. Can be quite a good alternative as well. So just a few things to get started. So this is Power 6, which I have to admit is probably one of the hardest powers from my point of view because it has pistol squats in it, which I'm terrible at, but things that I should definitely practice. So I'm looking forward to that because I do need some encouragement to have a go with pistol squats on a normal day. Also, of course, just getting into the abs, getting some nice upper body work, nice little bit of stretching as well. So a little bit of fire, a little bit of strength. And we've got loads of people joining us from at home. Who else we got here? We've got Paul now. Hi, Paul. That's great. Chris and Jen are joining us from the garden. And we've got lots of people joining us at home as well. You can see tuned in and booked in for the class. So thanks for joining, guys. Super nice to see you all. Do let us know how you're getting on. As always, if you've got any questions, any comments, do feel free just to drop us a message. Let us know how you get on. And yeah, if you've got any questions or if you want modifications anytime, do feel free to get in touch before or after classes. We're still always here to answer any questions that you might have. Alright, so we are coming up to our final few minutes before getting started. So we want to start coming down. So thinking about maybe bringing the knees out wide towards the edges of the mat. Big toes together and hips down towards the heels. So starting to stretch out into your child's pose. We'll be starting here. So you might want to just start settling yourself down, thinking about finding length in the spine and starting to connect in with the breath. Just trying to settle into a deep, steady inhale and exhale. Alright, and that is now going to get started. So we're just going to take 3 more deep breaths in and out here. Thinking about the hips sinking down towards the heels. Letting the spine extend, the chest reach down between the legs. So we're just finding space in the body. Inhaling. Exhaling. Taking 1 more really deep breath in. And from there, grounding down with the hands, roll on up and find your way to a table pose. So table pose, the hands are underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Thinking about pressing really hard with the hands into the mat and squeezing the abdominals in. So you're focusing on finding a real sense of strength down the back body. From there, finding a little bit of movement. We're going to inhale, let the gaze lift, draw the shoulders down the back, find a lifted up chest, and exhale, press away into an angry cat. So squeezing the core, pressing really hard with the hands into the mat, extending through the whole back body. So letting yourself inhale, open up, stretch, really focus on drawing the shoulders back. Exhale, pressing away, arching, lengthening. So just move at your own pace. Letting that inhale carry the gaze upwards, stretching through the chest and finding strength in the core as you power into that arch of the spine. 1 more inhale, just opening out through the chest. And from there, exhale, tuck the toes, press your way back into a downward facing dog. So downward facing dog is a deep upside down V-shaped position. If you think about spreading the fingers out wide, hands are shoulder distance apart, pointer finger is facing forwards. Press really hard with the hands into the mat. Almost imagine you're gripping the mat and pressing into the second knuckle. So you feel that all that energy in the muscles engage through the arms. Thinking about externally rotating the upper arm. So almost like you're bringing the upper insides of the elbows to face the ceiling. From there, press as hard as you can into the hands and find that strength right through the back body, lifting the hips up high, squeezing in the core. Really extend and reach. And then from there, let the shoulders relax, the head relax. If you want to take a little pedal out through the legs, feel free. Our downward facing dog, we're just thinking about finding strength in the abs, in the arms. So find that little squeeze. We're finding space in the hamstrings and the calves. It's a really lovely way to let the spine decompress, to relax. And thinking about finding the breath in this lovely extended position. Inhaling. Exhaling. So just starting to find your heat, find that power in the body. Taking 1 more deep breath in. And then from there, walking the feet towards the hands, little steps. Bending the knees if you need to and coming into a floppy forward fold. If you want to take 1 hand in one elbow, 1 in the other, maybe have a little pedal through the legs, feel free. You can let the hands hang down. You can take the hands behind the back of the head with the elbows tucking in towards the knees. A really nice variation I've been enjoying recently. Just extending out through the whole of the spine, right up to the base of the neck. Whatever feels good. Just aiming to find some space in the back body. Working here, deep inhale. Exhale. From there, release the arms, ground the feet and root to rise, lift, extend up to the sky. And bring the hands to heart center. Alright, we're going to start to flow. So starting off, inhale, reach up tall. Engage the core, shoulders down the back. Really focusing on lengthening through the front side of the body. Maybe a little baby back bend. Exhale, fold. Bending the knees if you need to. Letting the hands plant, the head drop, the shoulders release. On an inhale, bring the hands to the shins. Squeeze the core, shoulder blades together. Long flat back. And exhale, plant the hands. Hop, step, jump. Find your way to plank. Hands underneath the shoulders, pressing really hard with the hands into the mat. Make sure the hands are underneath the shoulders and you've got activity through the back body. Squeeze the abs. From there, we're going to use the toes, move the body weight forward so the shoulders move past the hands. Start to bend through the elbows, low into low plank. Rolling onto the tops of the feet, squeeze the glutes, press the tops of the feet to that, point the toes, feel that activity through the back body. Inhale, reach up with the chest and exhale back to down dog. Resetting, so have a little play with the distance between the hands and the feet. Find a position that feels good for you. Feet are hip distance apart. Thinking about finding that strength down through the back body. Inhale, really lift, 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 squeeze. Maybe you're always welcome to bend the knees if you need to. Working here for 3. Inhale. On the inhale, imagine that lengthening through the spine. Make sure you've got that sense of the shoulders rolling down the back. 2. 1 more, inhale. Exhale. From there, take a little bend of the knees, look to the hands and step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, find a long flat back, stretch, and exhale, fold. Ground down with the feet, inhale, root to rise, lift, extend the hands to the sky, and bring the hands back to heart center. All right, from there we're going to move into our standing sequence. So starting off, we're moving the weight into the right foot, and the left foot is going to come on to the inner thigh. So either staying low, coming up onto the shin, maybe onto the inner thigh, or if you're feeling it, the left toes can come to the ceiling, so we're finding a lotus leg. Entirely up to you, hands to heart center or hands to the sky. The important thing here is you want to find strength in that standing leg. Avoid sticking the bum out behind you, but feel the glutes engage, the core engage, and feel that lift of the chest, shoulders down the back. Working here, we're opening out through the hips as we build strength in the legs. 3, well done, 2, and 1, nice and easy release. Left foot down, right foot comes up now. So either on the inside of the ankle, the shin, all the way up onto the inner thigh, or if you're feeling it, maybe finding that lotus pose. Thinking about strengthening the standing leg, thinking about that strength in the core. So don't feel like you've got to take this lotus variation if it puts any strain on the knee. We're aiming just to find a nice opening through the hip, inhaling. Exhaling, you can lift the hands up to the sky if you like, but keep the shoulders soft. Well done. 3, inhale. Exhale, 2. And 1, release. From there, ground down with the feet. Inhale, root to rise. Lift, extend, and stretch. Exhale to fold. Inhale, long flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, hop back to plank. From there, we're going to inhale, roll onto our left side. Sweep the right hand right up and around, almost like a bit of an air guitar arm. Right hand plants. Left hand is going to reach forwards. We're going to mobilize, stretch out through the chest. So it's a bit like a rolling, moving side plank. We're taking a lovely sweep through the arms and returning through center. Thinking about strength in the core. Thinking about trying to find that lovely full range of mobility through the shoulders, through the spine. Working here for 3, just sweeping up and over. You can take a kneeling side plank if you prefer to. Make sure you're even on both sides. And 1. From there, use the toes, move the body weight forward, start to bend the elbows, lower the ribcage to the elbows, low plank. Rolling onto the tops of the feet, squeeze the glutes, chest reaches up, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Find your way to your lovely strong upside down V shape. And from there, inhale the left foot up to the sky, squeezing that left glute, inhale. Exhale, left knee to nose, squeeze the core. Inhale, lift and stretch. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift, extend up, squeeze that left glute, and left knee to left elbow. Step back to down dog there, same again, right side, right foot lift, squeeze that right glute, and drive knee to nose. Inhale, lift and stretch and power tall. Right knee to left elbow, squeeze. 1 more time, inhale, power and lift. Right knee to right elbow, squeeze. Step back to down dog, take a little bend in the knees and hop to seated. Awesome stuff. So that was our round 1. We're just going to take a double leg forward fold here. So soft bend through the knees, thinking about finding the sit bones, inhale, lifting up, angling the body forward, and start to just shimmy the hips out behind you. We're just aiming to find a lovely little stretch to the lumbar spine. Just let the head relax and enjoy that full lengthening through the whole back body. So this is going to be our recovery pose, and it's just a lovely little opportunity to find space in the hamstrings and the lower back, preparing for our ab sequence. Working here another 3, inhaling, exhaling, relaxing down, 2. 1 more, inhale, and exhale. From there, we're going to roll on up, cross the legs, find our way back to plank. Hands under shoulders, really strong with the core. Using the toes, move the body weight forward, shoulders beyond hands, roll down, low plank. Inhale, rolling the shoulders back, squeeze the glutes, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find your way back. Take a deep inhale, extend and lengthen. Exhale, relax. From there, bend the knees, float to hands. Inhale, find that long flat back, shoulders back, stretch. Exhale, fold. Round 2, ground down with the feet, root to rise, lift, extend. Bring hands to heart center. All right, let's go. Round 2, right foot down, left foot's coming up. We're finding low tree, high tree, or your lotus leg. Thinking about squeezing in the core, thinking about finding that length through the spine, maybe reaching up with the hands, making sure the butt is sticking out behind you. Working here for 3. Deep breaths in and out 2. And we're going to take a lotus forward fold here. If you need to, you can pop that left foot down. If you can, we're going to keep that left foot high and we're going to just slowly roll down into this really lovely deep forward fold, stretching right down at the back of that right leg. If you need to, you can plant both feet down, or if you want an alternative, you could also let the left foot lift up high into a 3-leg standing split. It's your choice. So double, lifting up high, or you can take that tree leg. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly with control, rolling up. And we're taking that on the other side. So right foot's grounded. We're taking tree, low, high, or if you can, you're turning the sole of the foot up to the sky. Make sure if you're doing that, you're not damaging the knees. You want to keep that sense of opening. Hands to the sky, soft through the shoulders, strong through the core. We're starting off with that lovely little balance. Just focusing on length through the spine for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. And 1. From there, we're slowly folding forwards. If you need to take a brick underneath the hands, or a book, or any other form of support, feel free. Thinking about letting the head relax, you should be feeling a lovely deep stretch down the back of the leg. Having this little leg position can really help amplify that hamstring stretch. Remember, you have option to take a standing split with that right foot high, or plant both feet down if you prefer. Really focus on finding whatever expression of the pose feels good in your body. Take 1 more deep breath in, and from there carefully, if you can, maintain that stretch, lift back up, and return to center. Ground down with both feet, root to rise. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, find that long flow back. Hop back to plank. All right, we're into air guitar. So we're going to sweep the right hand forwards as we roll into a side plank. Finding that really beautiful mobilization through the shoulder. Thinking about a little roll from side to side. Thinking about using the core to control that movement. So you're feeling this really nice glide into a side plank, keeping the hips high. Option to take a kneeling side plank, roll if you prefer. Working here for 3. Just lovely stretch out through the chest. 2. And 1, return to plank. From there, the right toes are going to lift, plant behind left, and we're pressing the hips up high, wild thing. So wild thing, we're stretching through the whole front side of the body, through the hip flexors, through the chest. Really squeeze the glutes. Lift, 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 let the chest relax. Power both feet firmly into the floor. Press hard with that bottom hand into the mat for 3. Deep breaths in and out. Really lift and extend. 2. And 1, right hand plants. Left foot comes behind right. Left hand lifts the sky. You want to find the power of this pose from the feet and the glutes. So press both feet into the mat. Squeeze the glutes. Feel that length. Lift the chest up. Let the spine relax as it drapes down away from the hips. 3. Inhaling. Exhaling. 2. And 1, returning to plank. Use the toes, move the body weight forwards. Lower through low plank. Inhale, hips drops, chest up, up dog. Exhale your way to your downward facing dog. Hips are up high, strong through the core. Powerful with the arms, shoulders down the back. Right foot high. Inhale, lift and let's stretch. Exhale, drive knee to nose. Inhale, lift, extend, and cross, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale to right elbow. Second side, left foot up high, so just a lovely little stretch and mobilization. Drive knee to nose. Inhale, lift, lift, lift. Cross the body, left knee, right elbow. 1 more time. Inhale, lift, and drive, left knee, left elbow. Step back to dog, find a twist dog. So inhale and exhale, twist. Taking your left hand over to the right ankle. You might want to take the feet slightly wider and the hands slightly closer to the feet to accommodate that. You can hold on the inside or the outside of the ankle. Think about squeezing the core, pressing the right hand really hard into the mat. Try not to let the hips swing to the right, but try and keep them moving over to the left. So we're stretching out vertebra by vertebra through the spine for 3. Inhale, slowly stretch the shoulders, really strong for abs and arms. 2. And 1, transition. Inhale. And exhale, taking your right hand across. Remember, you can hold on the inside or the outside. If you just need to hold on to the shin or the outside of the mat, feel free. Make sure the hips are moving to the right here. The gaze is coming under towards the left. You're pressing really hard with that left hand to the mat. Squeeze the core, find that stretch through. Inhale. Exhaling, 2 and 1. Right hand plants, hop to seated. Awesome stuff. So both legs out in front of us. Nice and easy, double leg forward fold. Inhale, lift and extend. Start to shimmy the hips out behind you. So you're finding your lovely deep forward fold. Remember, if you're sitting upright, you've got the hands behind the legs. If you want to have the hands behind you, any variations are awesome. Just want to find whatever expression feels good for you. Thinking about inhaling, letting the body weight move forwards, maybe the hips shimmering backwards. Exhale, shoulders and head relax. Take a deep breath in. And from there, we're rolling on up and finding our way to the sit bones. So moving into boat pose. So both feet are going to lift. You're squeezing the core, shoulders down the back. Hands can plant behind you. You can hold them around the backs of the legs. You can lift the hands to the sky. If you can, we're going to lift the legs. If you can, we're going to lift and lower the legs. Remember, if you need to plant the hands behind you, rock on. You don't want to compromise the lower back here, quite the opposite. We want to really squeeze the core and focus on strength. If you want to take a static hold or to plant the hands, take singles, any variations, rock on. Focusing on power and the hours working here. Nice work. 5. Lifting and lowering. 4. Great job. 3. Feel those abs fire. 2. And 1. Cross the legs. Find your way back to plank. Off we go. Lower through low plank. Round 3. Up dog. Shoulders back. Squeeze. Exhale all the way back to your downward facing dog. Taking a breath. Resetting in that dog. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees. Hop to hands. Inhale. Extend. Stretch. Exhale. Fold. Ground down with the feet. Root to rise and lift. And bring your hands back to heart center when you're ready. So right foot down, tree pose or your half lotus. So either on the inside of the leg or coming all the way up. Finding a spot to focus on, hands to heart center, maybe the hands to the sky. Finding that lovely sense of length through the body, making sure the back body feels long. Shoulders are soft, deep breaths in. And out for 3, deep inhales. Exhales, 2. And 1. All right, that careful forward fold. Remember, you can leave that left foot there. If you're in the tree pose, you're not enjoying that left foot can come to the sky or it can be grounded. Any variations. Stretching out. Remember, you can have something underneath your hands for support as well. Working here for 3, 2. All right, we've got a tricky transition. What we're going to do is we're going to start to drop the hips down towards the heels. So take plenty of weight in the hands if you need to. And we're coming into a toe stand. So a toe stand, the right foot is grounded, the right knee is lifted, the left foot is on the inside of the leg. So you're in that lotus leg. I'll give you an alternative as well if you're feeling it. Hands to the sky, work on that balance. If that's not working for you, you can take a double toe stand. You'll have done this before. Where you're coming down onto both toes, knees out in front of you, hands to the sky. So you can either take this double version, or if you're feeling like tying yourself up in knots, it's quite hard to get back into, coming down into this lovely low version. You have to really focus on power. It's a really great little low balance, sneakily difficult. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, off we come, roll on up, release, and we'll take down the second side. So left foot down, right foot is coming up. Remember, tree or your lotus, finding whatever variation works for you. Thinking about length of the spine, squeezing in the core, shoulders back. Option to lift up with the hands. Maybe start in front of some space in the hips now, some strength in the legs. 3. Strong, deep breaths in and out. 2. And 1. Folding forwards. Remember, you can extend that right foot high, take a standing split, so you can come to a double leg forward fold. Always just taking whatever option works for you. Stretching into the back of that right leg. Hands can be on a brick or any other prop if you need to. Working here, deep breaths in. And out. Start to think about that toe stand. 2. And 1. Start to have a play moving into that toe stand. So we're carefully transferring the weight forwards. The hip is coming down. Hands can stay grounded. You could maybe have a play lifting up one hand. You could maybe have a low lifting up both hands. I do find this sort of thing super difficult. You could also come into your much more stable normal toe stand. So you want to be wary of the knees as well here, as well as just finding an expression of pose that feels good for you. Working here for another 3. Deep breaths in and out. You got this, looking great at home. 2. And one. Carefully come back out the way you came in, lifting the hips up high, unraveling your legs. Give them a little shakeroo. And off we go. Inhale, lift tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long flat back. Plant the hands, hop back to plank. Off we go, air guitar. Right hand sweeps forward. We're rolling into a lovely side plank. Finding this really beautiful mobilization through the shoulders. You might want to have a play of picking up the pace here. Just taking those little sweeping motions from side to side. 3. Well done. 2. 1 more. And from there, we're going to flip right into Wild Thing. Right foot behind left, right hand up to the sky. Remember, both big toes are pressing to the mat. Really squeeze the glutes. It's a back bend here, or an extension of the front side of the body. Really lift and lengthen as if the hips are being drawn to the sky. Awesome work here. 3. So a lovely strengthening pose. Also finding space. 2. And 1. We're going to take it into a lizard. Right foot is going to land outside the right hand. Right knee is over right ankle. From there, we're going to drop the left knee down to the mat, thinking about the shoulders being down. And it might be staying here, finding that lovely space in the hip flexors. Inhale forwards. And you can exhale, stretch back into the hamstrings. So you're starting to flow into the hips. Inhaling. And into the hamstrings. Exhaling. 1 more. Inhale forward, shoulders back. Really enjoy that lovely opening through the chest. Exhale, stretching back. Inhale forwards, tuck the toes, right foot meets left, back into plank, and we're onto our second side. So we're going to pick up the left foot, rock over into Wild Thing, left foot just landing behind right. Remember, find that power in the hands, really grip the mat with the fingertips, press both big toes into the mat, squeeze the glutes, focus on extending the whole front side of the body, inhaling, exhaling, powerful breaths here. 3, inhale, exhale, really lift and extend. 2, we got this. Think about that lizard. 1, left hand plants. Left foot is outside, left hand. Make sure you've got that knee over ankle alignment. Dropping the back knee down, adjusting the legs if you need to. And when you're ready, inhale, rocking the weight forward, shoulders back. Exhale, stretching, finding that lovely space in the hamstrings. So inhaling forwards, open out through the hip flexor, the front of that right side of the leg. And exhale, stretching back, lovely release into that left hamstring, back of the left leg. 1 more time. Inhale, stretching forwards. And exhale, enjoy that beautiful flow and release back. Inhale forwards, tuck the toes, find your way to plank. And use the toes, move the body weight forwards, bend through the elbows, ribcage to elbows, low plank. Rolling onto the tops of the feet or untucking the feet, squeeze the glutes, shoulders back, up dog, beautiful stuff. Exhale your way to a downward facing dog. Hips up high, fingers spread wide, find that power. Let's go with the legs, right foot high, really squeeze that inhale, exhale, drive knee to nose. Inhale, lift and stretch, squeeze the glutes. Drive, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, lifting tall. Exhale, left elbow. And swapping sides, left side, inhale, lifting tall. Exhale, drive knee to nose. Inhale, left foot high. Exhale, right elbow, squeeze, cross the body. 1 more time, lift, inhale, exhale, left knee, left elbow. Step back to dog, twist dog. So inhale and exhale, taking your right hand over to the left ankle. Thinking about turning the body to face the left of the room. Try not to let the hips swing to the left, but keep them neutralizing. Squeezing the core, power really hard with that left hand into the mat, twisting and stretching through shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. Right hand plants, inhale, exhale, left hand twist over to the right. Thinking about powering the hips as high as you can. Try not to lose that neutral pelvis position. Keep the hips steering towards the mat. Working here. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's get some sweat on. So a little bend of the knees. We're going to jump the feet outside the hands and back again. So little squat jumps and back. If you prefer a low impact option, you're going to step forward with 1 foot, step forward with the other, step back, and you're going to lead with the opposite leg. If you're feeling funky, you could lift the hands up, take it into a little squat thrust with a little catch at the end, just picking up some pace. Give yourself a little high five, cha-cha. Working here for 5, 4, well done, 3, 2, 1, and find your way back down dog. Take a moment, take a deep breath in, and hop to seated. Nice work. All right, both legs out in front of you, soft bend through the knees. Inhale, lifting up tall. Exhale, finding a lovely forward fold. Any variations you've got are awesome. Just aiming to find that beautiful space in the back body. Inhaling. Exhaling for 3. So stretching out long. Deep breaths in. And out 2. One more inhale. Exhale. Roll on up here, finding the sit bones, hands to the sky. And we are taking a full boat or half boat. If you're feeling it, leg lowers. Remember, you have the option to plant the hands behind you. You can always have a bend in the knees. You can always just hold. So whatever you like, rock on. We're thinking about squeezing the core. Feeling that strength in the abs, lifting up high with the chest. Make sure you're not collapsing down with the lower back. Working here, 5. Remember, you can bend the knees if you need to. You're looking great. Well done. 4. Feel that lovely power getting into the abs. 3, 2, and 1. All right, find your way to a reverse plank or reverse table. So reverse table, we have hands and feet planted, squeeze the glutes, press on up. Reverse plank, we're pressing all the way up. Thinking about pressing both big toes into the ground, squeezing the glutes, drawing the shoulder blades together, stretching out through the chest. Deep breaths in and out. Find that power, that lift. 3. So chin can be at chest or head can hang out behind you if that feels okay. Whatever works for you. We're powering into the back side of the body. Lift the hips as high as you can. 2. Higher, higher. And 1. Release. Nice work. All right, round 4. This is when it gets an early plank. Use the toes, move the body weight forward and lower through low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Take a moment, take a deep breath in. And bend the knees, flip to hands. Inhale, extend, long flat back. Exhale, fold. Ground down with the feet, root to rise and lift and extend. And when you're ready, hands to heart. All right, off we go. So right foot down, left foot up. Tree or lotus, half lotus. So any variations, we're getting a bit overexcited. Hands to the heart center, hands to the sky, soft through the shoulders. Working here, focus on that squeeze of the glutes, that power of the standing legs, soft through the shoulders. 3, 2, and start to have a play with a forward fold. Remember, you can extend that left foot high or plant both feet down if you need to. We're stretching into the back of that right leg. Deep breaths in and out for 3. So hands can be on a brick or anything else if you need to. 2 and 1. Finding a toe stand. Remember, you can plant both toes down or you can have a play keeping this left foot on the right inner thigh. Maybe lifting up one hand, maybe lifting up the other. Or I'm going. So just having a little play. Working here for 3, 2, and 1. All right, this is when we're getting to pistol squat territory. We're going to extend the left foot forwards. The right heel is going to stay on the bum. At this point, we're going to reach forward with the hands and we're going to have a little play holding it there. So if you need to plant the hands down on the mat, feel free. Just have a little play. Awesome stuff. Have a squeeze of the core, lift up high with the chest. Working here, 3. Amazing. 2, 1. Plant both feet and you can feel that burn roll on up. Let's take it on the other side. So left foot's going to come down, right foot's coming up. Remember, you can be on your tree pose with the foot on the inner thigh, or you can have hands at heart center. Hands can rise, stretching up through the whole front side of the body. Inhaling. Exhaling for 3. So long through the front side of the body. Stretch. 2. And 1. Start to take a forward fold. Right foot can be lifted. Any variations you've got. If you're with me, having a little stretch here for 3. Inhale. Exhale. Head and shoulders relax. 2. And 1. Coming into your toe stand. So both feet can be down, or you can have a play on that one foot with that right foot into the groin. Thinking about that strength in the feet. It's a really great one for strengthening the feet here. Working on that power that the feet bring. Thinking about squeezing the core, maybe lifting up one hand, maybe lifting up both. Up, off we go. Have a little play. 3. Nice. 2. And up, 1. Off we go. Pistol squats. All right. So extend that right foot out. Have a little play. Left hip is on the butt. Right foot is extending. It's a really strong one for basically the whole body is what it feels like, particularly for the lower body here. So a really great strengthening exercise. Hands can lift, hang on in there. It is super good to practice things that you feel hard. In fact, is what we should be doing most of. So have a little play. One hand, maybe both hands, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, you lost it. Plank both feet, roll on up. Lift up tall, extend, inhale. Exhale, fold. Well done. Plant the hands. Inhale, long flat back. Plant the hands, hop to plank. Off we go. We're taking air guitar arms. So sweeping up and around. Lovely mobilization through the shoulders. Squeezing the core. Finding that rotation for 3. Maybe fast, maybe slow. Your choice. 2. And 1. Left foot behind right. Right hand behind. Foot behind left, right hand to the sky, squeeze the glutes. Focus on that full extension through the whole front side of the body. Really lift and power the hips high. Opening out for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. And 1. Right hand plants. Right foot outside, right hand. Dropping the left knee down. Finding your way into a lizard. Preparing to flow that lizard. Inhale, moving the body weight forwards. Exhale, a little stretch back. Inhale, flowing forward, shoulders back. Exhale, rocking back. 1 more time. Inhale, finding that space in the hips. Exhale, stretching into the hammies. From there, we're going to inhale forwards, tuck the toes. Right foot meets left. And we're going to take some mountain climbers. So you can take a slow knee drive if you want to take the impact out. If you're feeling fiery, get those knees moving fast. Toes are gliding across the top of the mat. Pressing really hard with the hands into the mat. Strong through the abs. Working here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot behind right. Left hand lifts or squeeze the glutes. Really power, power, power. Taking your wild thing on the other side. Really enjoying that lovely extension through the whole front side of the body. Breathing in and out for 3. You lift and extend and squeeze. 2. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Left hand plants. Left foot outside left hand. Make sure you've got that alignment sorted. Left knee over left ankle. Right knee drops. And off we go. Inhale, moving the body weight forwards. Exhale, stretching back into the hamstrings. Inhale, sweeping forward, shoulders back, using the breath here. Exhale to enjoy that lovely stretch back. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, stretching back. Inhale forwards, tucking the toes, finding your way to plank. And the second set, mountain climbers. So slow knee drive or press the hands really hard into the mat. Find that energy driving the knees into the chest. Finding just a little bit of heat and cardio here for 5. Deep breaths in and out, working the abs as well. 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank. Lower through low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. So we're taking a deep breath in. And out. Let's go. Right foot lifts. Inhale. Exhale, drive knee to nose. Inhale, power and lift. Right knee, left elbow, squeeze. Inhale, lift. Right knee, right elbow. Step back to dog, left side, left foot lifts. Inhale. Exhale, drive. Inhale, lift. Left knee, right elbow. Inhale, lift. Left knee, left elbow. Stretch back and take it to a stop. Inhale. Exhale, right hand over to the left ankle, squeezing the core. Pressing both hips over towards the right, find that transition. Inhaling. Exhaling for 3. Lift and extend. 2. And 1. Right hand plants. Inhale. Exhale, left hand crosses. Squeeze the core. Beautiful rotation at the waist. Nice work. Inhale. Really imagine those hips lifting high. Exhale, soften through the breath. 3, 2, and 1. Plant the hands. We're jumping the feet outside the hands. Maybe we're taking it into a little snatch, lifting the hands up as well. Maybe you're just taking a step forwards with one foot and a step forwards with the other. So wherever you are, we're finding a lovely bit of power, of energy. We're opening through the hips. Nice work. Working here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And find your way back to down dog. From there, we're going to plant the right hand down. So the right elbow down and bring the left hand in line with it. So we're taking a split dog. Hips are high. We're just going to hold here this split dog for 3, 2, 1. Left elbow down. Right hand comes in line with the left elbow. Try and keep the neutral position through the hips. Try not to let them swing one way. Power the hips up high. 3. Work into the shoulders. 2, 1. Swap it over. Right elbow down. Left hand comes up. Focus on that power, really squeeze the core to maintain those high hips. 3, 2, 1, left elbow down, right hand up. 3, 2, 1, and once more. Right elbow down, left hand comes in line with right elbow. 3, squeeze the core, parrot pie with hips. 2, 1, left elbow down, right hand comes in line with left elbow. 3, 2, 1, to a forearm dog, just hold there, deep breaths in, and down. Powering into their shoulders here. One more, inhale, exhale. Press up to full dog, and hop to seated. Both legs out in front of you there, soft bend through the knees, off we go. Inhale, lifting tall, angling the body forward. You're doing super well. Very near the end of class now, stretching out into the lumbar spine, head and shoulders can relax. Inhaling, exhaling for 3. So long stretches through the back body. 2, and 1. Roll on up, find the sit bones, hands to the sky. Option to have hands planted behind you. Any variations you've got. We're taking a boat pose, maybe some leg lowers in your boat pose, whatever works for you. Working here for 5. Squeezing the core, lifting 4. Well done. 3, 2, and 1. Plant the feet down. Press the hips up high, finding a reverse table, squeezing the glutes. Or if you're feeling it, a reverse plank, pressing the feet into the mat. Really focusing on power, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Lift up as high as you can. Really feeling that energy in the back body from the glutes, from the upper back. 3, deep breaths in and out, squeezing the abs. 2, and 1. From there, we're coming down to our seat bones. We're going to find our way back into a plank. Bring the hands to heart center into prayer. We're going to inhale and exhale, twist. So we're just taking a little twist here. So it could just be a little twist. You can tap all the way down to the floor if you like. Inhaling through center. Exhale to twist. Inhaling, exhaling. If you need to plant the feet down, feel free. If you want to extend the legs, feel free. So we're just focusing on finding a little oblique twist. It's our little Russian twists, yoga style. We're just trying to squeeze the core and rotate at the waist. You don't have to bring the hands down to the floor if you prefer to just take a smaller twist. Keep the core tight, working here. 5, really powering and twisting. 4, squeeze, keep lifting up with the chest. 3, well done. 2, 1 more. And nice, cross the legs, find your way back to plank there. Inhale at high plank, exhale as you lower. Finding up dog, stretch, and stretch back, downward facing dog. Thinking about having a little pedal out there, a little shake out, powering the hands really hard into the mat, squeezing the core, lifting and stretching up as much as you can. It's just our final little bit of work here in our down dog before we come down to some final little stretches. Just give the head a shake, feel the shoulders roll down the back. Take a deep breath in, and awesome. From there, hop to seated, and rolling all the way down to lie on your back. So just taking a quick little stretch, left leg extends, hug in with the right knee. Take the left hand to the right knee and draw the right knee across the body. Extending the right hand away from you. So you're drawing the right hand away from the right knee. Focusing on finding length and space as you stretch out there. Inhaling and exhaling, letting that right shoulder release down to the mat. Deep breaths in and out. So we're finding a lovely stretch down the front right side of the body. In the breath, slow down, feeling that stretch in the outside of the right leg as well. For 3, inhale, exhale, 2, 1 more deep breath in, and out, transition, right foot extends, hugging in with the left knee, and taking that on the other side. So we're taking the right hand to the left knee, drawing the left hand out and away, so you're stretching the left knee and the left hand just long away from each other. From there, releasing that left shoulder down to the mat, finding that lovely stretch down the outside of the left leg. Deep, full breaths in. And out, letting those breaths bring space into the chest and into the outside of the left leg. Working here for 3, inhale. Exhale, 2. 1 more deep breath in. And out, coming through center there. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little stretch. And taking a happy baby. So thinking about taking the peace sign fingers around the big toes, knees in towards the armpits, and starting to press the lower back down towards the floor as you draw the feet to the sky. Shoulders are releasing down the back. So we're aiming to lengthen out through the whole back side of the body as we open up through the hips. Little semi-inversion here. feeling the blood flow back to the heart. Deep, full breaths in and out for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2 and 1. From there, simply letting the soles of the feet come together, the knees fall out wide, and just taking a few breaths here. Maybe having a little play with whether the feet are closer or further from the hips, plucking the shoulders down the back. Hands can be on the belly, on the chest, palms face up both sides, over the head, whatever feels good. Just starting to bring the awareness back to the breath here. Feeling into that beautiful deep inhale. Breathing into the lower belly, into the back body, into the side body. And exhale, feeling the shoulders and the hips release. Starting to let the muscles of the face soften. Counting out 3 more deep breaths in and out. Taking 1 more really deep inhale. And exhale. And from there, drawing the knees in towards each other. Give yourself a little squeeze. Maybe plant the feet down on the floor and just give the legs a little windscreen wiper from side to side, if that would be nice. Any other little wiggles or movements you'd like. And when you're ready, you can start to extend out with the feet to the corners of the mat. Tuck the shoulders down, let the palms come to face the sky, and start to settle into a little shavasana. Inhaling and exhaling. Seeing if on the exhale you can start to feel every part of the body become heavier and start to ground out. So relax the shoulders, both elbows, the backs of the hands. Inhale. Exhaling, letting the arms be heavy. Maybe tucking the chin into the back of the chest and letting the back of the neck be long. And from there, just bringing the awareness to the forehead, the eyebrows, the eyelids, the cheeks, the lips, the jaw. Inhale. And exhaling, letting the muscles of the face relax. Maybe giving the hips a little shake, a little wiggle. And then letting the glutes and the abs switch off. Again, maybe giving the feet a little shake, a little wiggle. Feeling a little bit of retention, release away from the left leg, from the right leg. Inhale. And exhale. Let both legs, both feet relax, switch off. Inhale. And exhaling, feeling the whole of the body soften. Let go. Just counting out 5 deep breaths in and out. Deep, full inhales. Exhales. Another 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2. One more really deep breath in. And out. From there, start to give yourself a little squeeze, a little wiggle, a little stretch. Anything at all that feels nice. And when you're ready, find your way back up to seated. Beautiful stuff. Just any nice, comfortable final seat, letting the sit bones ground. Feeling this crown of the head reach tall, the shoulders relax. From there, inhale, reaching up, stretching up. And exhaling the hands to heart center. Just closing the eyes and taking a final really deep breath in. And Thank you so much for joining. Have a super lovely rest of your day. Thank you. Namaste. Well done. Thanks, team.